Hallo zusammen, I'm your vlog Dave. You might be wondering why I'm not sitting in the middle of the scene. Well, one reason is because I want to show you this beautiful picture, and I'm bumping against my microphone, which shouldn't be the case normally either, but I mean, this isn't a normal video. I'm gonna do a German or Germany Google FAQ video. You might be familiar with the term autocompletion or autocomplete function. If you type something into the Google search bar, it will give you suggestions, the usual and most frequently used search keywords. And the Google search function is usually also sensitive to your region. So when I'm typing in something and I'm in Germany, I will get different results than someone who's typing something in the US, for instance. And because this should be about Germans and Germany, I set the region to the United States for this video. So for instance, when I type in something like, let's say, Foo Fighters, obvious Dave is obvious, I get these results, my own search results and the common most requested results in a certain region. And this would be the United States right now at this moment, because obviously they can also be subject to change. But as of now, many people are Googling Foo Fighters tour, Foo Fighters songs, Foo Fighters setlist. And today I want to do that about Germans, German and Germany, like along those three keywords, I'd say. Why are Germans called Huns? Actually, I have to Google that. Haha. Okay, so the first result says something like a member of a warlike Asiatic nomadic people who ravaged Europe in the 4th to 5th centuries. I don't think that's the correct answer I'm looking for. So consulting the overall source of pure wisdom, the Urban Dictionary, it says Hun can be a short form of honey or for honey. And it can also be a friendly way to call someone. Doesn't have to be specifically romantic in nature. Just a caring, kind way of calling someone. Hey Hun, hey German, how are you doing? Oh, are they referring to the first name Hans we have in Germany and they don't know how to spell it? Because Hans, H-A-N-S, was a very, very highly popular German name for boys. Like in the 1930s to 1940s, maybe even up to the 1950s. And apparently, since I get older, the origin of the term was Attila the Hun. It became applied to Germany after a notorious speech by Emperor Wilhelm II in 1900, when he bade farewell to German soldiers sailing to China to put down the Boxer uprising, der Boxeraufstand. Yes, I know about that. And urged them to be ruthless and to take no prisoners. Okay, that is interesting. And I would bet on the fact that at least 80 to 90% of all Germans nowadays don't know about that. Anyway, why are Germans so smart? I mean, we have had many thinkers and inventors. Is that what you usually associate with Germans in Germany? But thanks. German engineering, made in Germany, quality products, buy them. Why are Germans called Krauts? I'd say that is quite easy, because the origin of that is das Sauerkraut, the sauerkraut. I mean, like, I myself, being a German, I always wonder why it is sauerkraut and not something like something else, a different kind of food. And I'd also like to know, have you ever tried sauerkraut? And if so, what do you think about it? Why are Germans so tall? I don't think that Germans are taller than, like, for instance, say, Americans. I don't think there's much of a difference there, but in regards to, like, China maybe, and Japan and those kind of countries, there might be a difference. So, but are we known for being tall anyway? Okay, so let's try why do Germans celebrate Christmas on the 24th? Well, because why not? I mean, that is what we call Heiligabend, and it's said to be the birth date of Jesus. On that day, we actually sit together as a family, like or little family, my parents, my brother and me, and we have dinner, and we, exchange presents and all that stuff. We have a family. We have a quality, good family time, so to speak. And both the 25th and 26th And both the 25th and 26th of December, anyway, those are holidays as well, and we also refer to those days as Christmas, Weihnachten. And we usually meet up and team up with the whole family on those days, like with my aunts and uncles, my grandparents, my cousins, and we have dinner together and just have a great time, you know. So we don't just celebrate Christmas on the 24th, but that is pretty much the core of celebrating Christmas in Germany, I'd say. Why is Germany considered a parliamentary democracy? That is die parlamentarische Demokratie, our system of governance. We have a parliament, der Bundestag, with 6 parties in it right now, and I think over 700 members, if I'm not mistaken, 706 or so. I'm not too sure about that number. That pretty much established after World War II. And if you want to learn more about German politics and the political system, how it's structured, how it works, and more detailed information on that, well, feel free to watch my playlist, to click on my playlist about German politics. You can find a clickable thumbnail to that playlist at the end of this video in the end card. You're welcome. The question, why is Germany so powerful, is also pretty interesting because you can reply and answer that in many different ways. Apart from being a very productive country economically, because we pretty much export many different goods, I think partially we're even considered the Export-Weltmeister. I don't know if that's still true, but yeah, we make a lot of goods and items, and we've also invented many goods and items in Germany. And a different possible, but still kind of related answer to the previous one is, my ancestors really managed to make and to create a new Germany after World War II, especially in the late 40s, 50s and 60s, and that pretty much became the foundation of what Germany is today. Why is Germany so good at soccer? Because over time that has become our national sport, and we also invest a lot in that. Both on the private side of things, because there are many clubs with many different teams, obviously, but also on the public side of things, because I think even the German state is supporting teams and clubs and all that kind of stuff monetarily. So we really do something for good soccer. Guten Fußball, der Fußball. And why is Germany DE? That is the common short form for the internet domain Deutschland.de, because the 2 letters DE are the first 2 letters in Deutschland, which is the German term for Germany. Mystery solved. Let's move on with a statement that could also be meant as a question. So let's say Germany is in Europe. That is correct. Germany is a country. That is correct as well. We're not a city. I guess some people might confuse Belgium with a city. So hard to know that. Germany is in what continent? Okay. I'm just gonna let that sink in for a minute. Might be Asia. Actually, there's a pretty interesting question as well. Germany is the size of what state? I could be wrong about this, but I think I've heard that Germany is about the size of Texas? Germany is in what part of Europe? We're right in the core, in the middle of Europe. That's, I think, one of the many reasons actually, why we are considered, how should I put it without sounding arrogant? Because I don't mean that in an arrogant way. But I guess that is one of the reasons why we are considered like one of the core elements when it comes to the European Union and what is happening in Europe. To be very fair and very honest with you, I think we can be very grateful for that, especially when you consider our recent past, like for instance the two separated Germanys, and obviously World War I, World War II in specific. Where in Germany is the Black Forest? Der Schwarzwald, by the way, and that is a literal translation of the English term, and vice versa obviously. That is located in the southwest region of Germany in Baden-Württemberg. The second question is very interesting. Where in Germany is the Autobahn? It's everywhere. That's actually true. It is pretty much everywhere. We have a pretty good infrastructure, I'd say. So for instance, we have the A1, the A2, the A3, the A4, the A47, the A48, the A446, and so on. A lot. Many. And just because this also pops up here, Auschwitz isn't located in Germany. Yes, back in the day it belonged to Germany, but nowadays it doesn't belong to Germany. It's located in Poland. Germans are funny. As far as I know, many people also say, oh, Germans don't have a sense of humor. They don't know what's funny. They don't laugh about jokes. They don't make jokes in the first place. No, that's definitely not true. We can be very funny, and we're not like angry all the time and all that stuff. Some Germans might also be able to laugh about themselves. I might do this again for like other regions, because I think that's pretty interesting. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like and to spread the word about my channel and what I'm doing on YouTube. That would be greatly appreciated. Share my videos on social media and with other people that might be into this kind of stuff. Anyway, thanks for watching in the first place. I'm your Vlog Dave. Tschüss und bis zum nächsten Mal.